So it's the time of Christmas again, and we know that at this time it's characterized by joy, jubilation, happiness, partying, and moving about to see all the beautiful things happening in restaurants, casinos, event grounds, and all the things that Christmas brings to us. But it's also this time that some criminals used to make the most out of the season. They go about looking at unsuspecting people. For those who are, innocent, for those who are weak, and for those whose minds are not alert, and then they do those things they have to do to them to make it their means. Now, at this time, it is very crucial for the police to be extra vigilant. And so when we came to realize this is what is happening, we were very grateful. For some of you who are in the city, you'll notice that the police are mounting new barrier points, not only at the places they used to, but even they're even having checkpoints at different places. This is a good thing for those criminals who like to use the lungus to dodge the police to go about their activities. The police will be able to stop them. A funny incident happened yesterday. I took an Uber and I was on my way home. It was in the evening. It was even actually at dawn, and we reached an area where there was a little traffic, and we were surprised that at that time there would be traffic here. So we got to find out that there was a certain party or whatever event going on that had made a lot of cars park at that point. So we had to use a different place, and when we were using the different place, we saw a taxi driver in front of us. But when we got to the place where we should have connected back to the main road, the taxi driver did not go use that route. He used a different place. So the Uber driver also decided to follow him. Only to reach, go ahead a little, and he took a left. The moment we took a left, we could see someone holding a torchlight and shining it. We didn't know what it was. And so we got there. Before we got there, we heard the taxi driver, because we're on it was like a rough road. The taxi driver could speak for us and we would hear. As in, when he speaks in his vehicle, we could hear it. So we heard, Omachime, Mewu, Koti. And then we knew that, it seems there's a policeman in front there. Well, we weren't in trouble because my Uber driver had all the things he needed in the vehicle. I saw even more than a first aid box. When they were checking him, they checked the first aid box. There was another box. I don't know whether it was a second aid or third aid. There was just a different box. There were just so many things in that guy's car. I was surprised how ready and prepared he was. So the taxi driver was not able to escape though. I think he had a problem with his license, with his driver's license, and that was the reason why he didn't connect to the main road. So you see, the police, were not known to have that place as one of their checkpoints. So it was a good thing for me to see. But I felt a little pity. I felt a little, sorrowful for the taxi driver because he helped us out in the beginning. It's just that, of course, he couldn't help himself when he met the police, and so that is it. At this time, we need to help the police to be able to, do the work that they are doing. Let's look at how we would support the police and be one with them. As at that time in the night and at dawn, I was actually very glad that these police people were there. If you think about it, how many policemen, would stay at that place at that time? Some of them by 12 they are gone. But it was good. The funny thing was when you know how the police uniform is blue and black. So when there's no light in the area, you will not see that there's a policeman there. So we were just going. We could just see a torchlight. We didn't know what the torchlight meant until we drew near before we saw that it's a policeman actually who's holding the torchlight. So that's it. Let's work with the police. At this time, criminals go about doing evil things to vulnerable people like women and children. So, for those of you who may have any tip of or any knowledge of something that is going to take place that could harm somebody or take a life, please, we beg of you, report such information to the police. Let the police people know that this is what you have gotten wind of. You see, some people get these types of information and they decide not to go to the police because you hear them make statements like, I don't want to be involved in any type of trouble. But please, guys, listen to us. You may not want to be in trouble and you may not see how it will affect you because obviously you are in your house. But do you know that maybe somebody who is close to you could be affected? Maybe your mother or your friend or your loved one who is passing there could be affected. So when you have a problem, when you get wind of a problem, please let the police know. Don't focus on yourself only and be like you don't want to be in trouble. That is one way we could help the police, to do the work they do. And then another way, of course, this one is mainly to drivers. It doesn't mean it's to drivers only, but it's mainly to drivers. Please cooperate with the police when they stop you. It could be that you're not even a driver, you are walking past a place where there's a barrier. When the policeman stops you and is speaking to you, learn to be polite to him, no matter how harsh or rude the policeman may seem to be. We want you to remember that the police people, their work is to deal with such hard criminals, so it's in their nature sometimes for them to be hard. You get it? So don't always be offended when you get to a point where you meet a policeman who seems to be very hard on you. The most important thing is to make sure that you have all the things that he would require to know that you are not a bad person. Then from there you can go. I don't think a policeman will take you to jail when you have no problem with you, when he cannot find a problem with your license or any such issues. You get it? So let's just cooperate with them. The police people, they are there for us. So when you think about it, if the police people are not there, who is going to be there? You get it? Are you going to call soldiers to come and stand in those places? You get it? Soldiers, their own is war. It's not this kind of things. When they come, they can come, due to one reason or the other, doing favors or just ensuring that some hardened criminals don't invade a place. But they are made for war. So don't think that if the police are not there, maybe soldiers will be there. No. Don't think that. Everybody has his own department. So that being said, let's just be friendly to the police. Let's just work well with them. Let's answer them nicely. Some of you, a policeman will stop you and ask you where's your license, then you respond with, hey, you will chuckle to the policeman. Be careful, oh. It's not every policeman who is at the point asking you for a license who wants to disturb you. They are doing their job. When they ask you for a license, oh please officer, it's here, or please officer, I left it, or this and that. Just speak well. If you use please in front of your word, it will not hurt anyone. Just be very polite. But you don't ask you for your license, then you chuckle, then cry, then you just be making those kind of remarks and exclamations like you are being bothered. Please, let's show the police people some respect. And then also, policemen, we beg of you, sometimes be a little understanding and be a little calm when you are dealing with some people, some passengers, some drivers, just anyone you meet. Please, you know that you have been given a job to do, but don't use that little power that you've gotten to override someone and try to abuse somebody. Please don't do that. Okay, respect goes both ways. You respect them, they respect you. It's as simple as that. It's when they play the fool that you can go ahead to be hard. But when they are not fooling, please, man, we beg of you. Some of you just enter the uniform so that you can be slapping people and brushing people's faces. That thing has to stop. You get it? You don't enter a uniform and think that, oh yeah, you are in a uniform now, so you can just do anything you want. Please. Okay, now that being said, back to those of you who meet the police. Be very careful the way you treat policemen, no matter how strong you think you are. There's been some videos circulating with some policemen and some guys. I'm sure you guys have seen that video ahead of it, where they push this thing into a gutter. Hey, some of you are strong enough to push a policeman into a gutter, and please, let's not take that route. It's true, people get angry due to several reasons, but there's the need to check our actions and our reactions. The way we respond to the different things that happen around us is the way, we are going to move forward as a nation, not just as individuals. The fact that maybe you are right and the police is wrong does not mean that because you are right you can abuse the police, or you can um, take things into your own hand. Please, let's not do it that way, okay? For those of you who meet the police people at barriers and at various checkpoints, you should be grateful that they are even there. Forget the fact that they are paying them to be there. They can decide not to take that pay and forfeit it. What is that pay when compared to the armed robber or the evil person that will meet you on the road and disturb you? You get it? Let's honor the policemen because they deserve it. Maybe you have bought some things in some Christmas box. You can, if it is yours, you can just take one of those things, those Christmas baskets. Just take one thing out and give to the police. Or maybe you have some plenty drinks on you. Just take one out and, oh, policeman, just take this. Merry Christmas. You are doing a good job. Just be laughing to them. These police people are putting their lives on the line. Do you know there are people, there are robbers and the rest who move about with guns, and they can easily, shoot these police people because they feel they'll be a threat to their operations. You get it? So please don't take the policemen for granted at all. At all. Those people standing there are risking their lives for you. Forget the money that they are being paid. That money is no money. And if for those of you who think policemen they are not rich, don't be deceived. There are some policemen who are very rich, who are even making more money from other jobs, which is not even the police force. The police force is just something they are doing by. So don't think every policeman you see around the road or on a barrier or in a patrol car is some hungry policeman who wants to take your money. Don't take that. And for those of you who we've advised to, sometimes be nice to the police by giving them things, it does not mean that you try to use that as a way to escape the license you don't have. Please, that will be bribery. That's not what we are calling for. If you know your license has expired, or you don't have a license, or you don't go and buy one champagne bottle and put in the car and give to the policeman that is your license, please, that's not what we are advocating for. That would be bribery and corruption. So don't even go there. So let's all help the police, and they would be able to help us and help us well. It's a good thing for those of you who are in such areas where there are not many street lights and the places are dark. Sometimes even walking alone, you'd find a need to hope you'd see a policeman or somebody else by your side. It's not about you being strong or you being a man. Or you can be a man, alright, but if an armed robber has a weapon, no matter how small he is, he has a little power over you. So you get it. So let's be very good with our police people, and I'm sure things will go on well. And please, those of you who are happy to see people abusing policemen, you put a stop to that. That action and that passion will not take you anywhere at all. It will not take you anywhere. You get it? Some people have gone through abuses from policemen, and because of that, any other person they see who is in a police uniform is detested by them. But it should not be so. You cannot judge all police people by one bad policeman. It's true, there are some bad policemen out there. We'll be honest with you. We have all had experiences with bad policemen, but it does not mean every single policeman in the police force is a bad cop. It's not everyone who is bad like that. So please don't take it any further from there. Sometimes it's what life presents to us. We get to go through some forms of discomfort to appreciate another thing. So maybe there's a message behind what you went through with the police that you should look at and make the good use of that information. That is it. We thank all the Ghana police forces who are mounting extra barriers and getting at checkpoints during this season. We are very, very glad. We appreciate it. Continue to do so, and the good Lord will bless you for all your efforts and your works. Okay guys, let's see what you think about the video. Leave your comments in the section below about these police actions. Should more continue, up to what period you want it to continue, and maybe anything you want to share about some of those videos you've been seeing circulating around, between police people and drivers and citizens and all of that. Just leave your comments in the section below. Thank you for listening and have a very nice day.